Letting go. The girl at the river. A senior monk and a junior monk were traveling together. At one point, they came to a river with a strong current. As the monks were preparing to cross the river, they saw a very young and beautiful woman also attempting to cross. The young woman asked if they could help her cross to the other side. The two monks glanced at one another because they had taken vows not to touch a woman. Then, without a word, the older monk picked up the woman, carried her across the river, placed her gently on the other side, and carried on his journey. The younger monk couldn't believe what had just happened. After rejoining his companion, he was speechless, and an hour passed without a word between them. 2 more hours passed, then 3. Finally, the younger monk could not contain himself any longer and blurted out, "As monks, we are not permitted to touch a woman. How could you then carry that woman on your shoulders?" The older monk looked at him and replied, "Brother, I set her down on the other side of the river. Why are you still carrying her?" This simple exchange holds a powerful lesson for all of us. Letting go is not always easy, but it is essential for our own well-being. Holding on to anger and bitterness only serves to drain our energy and limit our potential. Each of us has a finite amount of energy to fuel our spirits, and if we allow ourselves to become bogged down by negative emotions, we will have less energy to devote to our pursuits. It is important to note that letting go does not always mean forgetting or forgiving the wrongs that have been done to us. Rather, it means acknowledging the reality of the situation and making a conscious choice to protect ourselves from the corrosive effects of holding on to negative emotions. When we hold on to anger and bitterness, we become stuck in the past and are unable to engage with the present moment. We cannot move forward into the future with optimism and hope if we are constantly weighed down by the emotional baggage of our past experiences. It is important to realize that sometimes the wrongdoer may never acknowledge or apologize for their actions. In these cases, we must recognize that we have a choice as to whether or not we continue to carry the weight of their wrongdoings on our shoulders. Ultimately, the decision to let go is a personal one, and it may take time and effort to achieve. However, by releasing our negative emotions and choosing to focus on the present moment, we can begin to move forward with renewed energy and enthusiasm for all that life has to offer.